Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Chris Crawford has 29,216 small plastic beads, and each bead is one of 8 colours, and there are 3,652 beads in each colour group. And each colour group represents a decade in his life, and the 29,216 represent how many days he will have lived if he gets to 80. And he has 2 jars, large jars for these beads, and every day he takes a bead from the jar which represents the future, all the days that lie ahead of him, and puts it into the jar which represents his past. And as he does so, he reminds himself not to waste the day. I think that's a lovely idea and reminds us how valuable each day is. But I mention this to you today because I want to make a confession about it. When Meryl, my wife, drew my attention to this article, she simply said that she thought I might be interested by this article about a guy whose job was inventing video games. And that's what Chris Crawford has done all his life. He's committed himself to improving the video games that are available, and he has 1 or 2 quite interesting and new ideas and ways of doing this. But my reaction is what I want to confess, because when she told me that was Chris Crawford's job, I, for a fleeting moment, thought to myself words to the effect, what can somebody whose job is in creating video games teach me about spirituality? Well, I'm thoroughly ashamed of the thought, and indeed it was just an instant. But it does remind me how easy it is to shut out certain influences on us which could be really valuable and really helpful because we don't think they will be. I'm reminded of the stories of the resurrection, where the first people who heard the news about Jesus emerging from the tomb were the women. But when they went and told the male disciples about this, they were not believed. They were accused of idle gossip. Perhaps the male disciples thought they were being hysterical. And yet, of course, they were right. And so today I'm going to celebrate each day that comes and try my hardest not to waste it, but also not to waste opportunities that are given to me by God, by life, to grow, to find new insight, to make new discoveries from sources which I might not immediately trust or find likely to be beneficial, because often that's the way in which real truth, real growth comes to us.